Llama antibodies could help us defeat COVID-19, scientists say, hoping llamas will become coronavirus heroes. Scientists say llamas could help defeat the coronavirus. According to a new study published in the journal Cell Tuesday by an international team of researchers, antibodies found in the blood of llamas were able to stave off COVID infections. This is one of the first antibodies known to neutralize SARS-CoV-2. Jason McClellan, from the University of Texas at Austin and co-author of the study, said in the statement. The researchers built on previous research from 4 years ago in which they found that the antibodies from a then 9-month-old llama named Winter were able to neutralize both SARS-CoV-1 and MERS-CoV viruses over 6 weeks. Luckily, the antibodies from Winter, who's now 4 years old, also staved off SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. Surprisingly, this isn't the first time llamas have been used in antibody research, as the New York Times reports. Llama antibodies have been used in work related to HIV and influenza, where they help discover promising therapies. Thanks to the llama's antibodies, small size, they can connect with different parts of the virus more easily. The binding of this antibody to spike is able to prevent detachment and entry, which effectively neutralizes the virus. Daniel Rapp, Dartmouth PhD, candidate and co-author, explained in the statement. Scientists are hopeful a treatment plan for the newly infected in the form of antibody therapies is particularly promising. Vaccines have to be given a month or two before infection to provide protection, McClellan said in the statement. With antibody therapies, you're directly giving somebody the protective antibodies, and so, immediately after treatment, they should be protected. The antibodies could also be used to treat somebody who is already sick to lessen the severity of the disease, McClellan added. There is still a lot of work to do to try to bring this into the clinic. Xavier Sellens, a molecular virologist at Ghent University in Belgium and co-author, told The Times. If it works, Llama Winter deserves a statue. Antibodies from Winter, a 4-year-old llama with great eyelashes, have neutralized coronavirus and other infections in lab experiments. Winter is a 4-year-old chocolate-colored llama with spindly legs, ever so slightly askew ears and envy-inducing eyelashes. Some scientists hope she might be an important figure in the fight against the novel coronavirus. She is not a super-powered camelid. Winter was simply the lucky llama chosen by researchers in Belgium, where she lives, to participate in a series of virus studies involving both SARS and MERS. Finding that her antibodies staved off those infections, the scientists posited that those same antibodies could also neutralize the new virus that causes COVID-19. They were right, and published their results Tuesday in the journal Cell. Scientists have long turned to llamas for antibody research. In the last decade, for example, scientists have used llamas' antibodies in HIV and influenza research, finding promising therapies for both viruses. Humans produce only one kind of antibody, made of 2 types of protein chains heavy and light that together form the Y shape. Heavy chain proteins span the entire Y, while light chain proteins touch only the Y's arms. Llamas, on the other hand, produce 2 types of antibodies. One of those antibodies is similar in size and constitution to human antibodies, but the other is much smaller. It's only about 25% the size of human antibodies. The llama's antibody still forms a Y, but its arms are much shorter because it doesn't have any light chain proteins. This more diminutive antibody can access tinier pockets and crevices on spike proteins, the proteins that allow viruses like the novel coronavirus to break into host cells and infect us. That human antibody can access tinier pockets.